If you are an international student who wants to pursue bachelors in Germany, one of the requirements you need to meet is the TestAS exam. This was made compulsory alongside EPS from October 1st of 2022. And in this video, we are going to cover all the necessary details of the TestAS exam. What is the exam? Who needs to take it? What is the structure? How do you prepare for it? And what is the scoring system? Etc. 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 So make sure you watch this video till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video and take some notes if you like. Let's start. Firstly, what is the TestAS exam and who needs to take it? Test for Academic Studies or TestAS or TestAS is an aptitude exam for all non-EU students who wants to pursue their undergraduate studies in Germany. So if you're someone who wants to pursue bachelors in Germany after 12th grade in India, TestAS is for you and it is mandatory. The exam measures cognitive, logical reasoning and analytical abilities which are important for your course studies, and it does not require any specialist knowledge. Okay, so what is the structure of the TestAS exam? TestAS is divided into two modules, core test and subject-specific test. The core test is compulsory and it is safe for everyone, and it has cognitive, mathematical, logical reasoning questions which you need to solve. The subject-specific test has 6 different modules, and depending on the course you wish to study and the requirements of your university, you need to choose one of them. For example, if you're applying for a computer science program, you choose the mathematics, computer science and natural sciences module. Or if you're applying for a mechanical engineering program, then you choose the engineering module. Make sure you choose the right module after checking the requirements of your course, because you can only choose one module per test and not multiple. Now, if you want to find more information on what topics are involved in each module, how many questions, how much time, you can go onto the TestAS website and check it for yourself, because all the information I'm speaking right now is already available there. I'll try to share specific links in the description so that you know what query to find where. Next, let's talk about time duration and question pattern. The exam is available in two formats, paper-based and digital. The main difference between both these exams is the time allotted. Paper-based is 4.5 hours long, whereas digital is only 3.5 hours long. In both cases, you get 30 minutes of break time between the core test and the subject-specific test. The extra 1 hour for the paper-based TestAS exam is because you have to manually fill in the answer sheet with a ball pen rather than just clicking options on a computer in the case of digital TestAS. One very important thing is that both of these formats are the same thing. They measure the same scores. So it does not matter if you choose paper-based or digital. In the case of digital TestAS, you have 90 minutes for the core test and 90 minutes for the subject-specific test, along with the 30 minutes of break time. If you want to know how your computer screen would look like, how the questions would look, how to answer those questions, TestAS has already made introductory videos and videos on each topics already published on the website. Once you go to the TestAS website, you'll find a sample questions tabs which has links for both of these formats. The core test of the digital TestAS is different than the paper-based one. It has 3 sections. First is figure sequences. Here you will be given a series of matrices and you need to determine the next 2 matrices in the series based on the options given to you. You will have 25 minutes to solve 20 such questions. Second is mathematical equations. Your task is to find out correct answers for the unknown letters in the given equations, and again, you have 25 minutes to solve 20 such questions. Third is Latin squares. This is a little tricky to explain, so if you want to know more, just pause the screen to read, or you can go on the website and see the sample questions for yourself. You have 20 minutes to solve 16 questions. Overall, you have 90 minutes for the digital core test, and the same is the duration for the subject-specific test. As for the paper-based TestAS, the core test has 4 sections. First is solving quantitative problems. You will have math problems here for which you would need to calculate and answer. This section has 22 questions and 45 minutes to solve. Second is inferring relationships. This section has word pairs and you would need to fill in the blanks using the correct option. Here you have 22 questions and only 10 minutes to solve. Third is completing patterns. You will be given 3 into 3 patterns and you would need to answer the missing pattern according to the given rules. Here again you have 22 questions and 20 minutes to solve. Fourth is continuing numerical series. Here you will be given a numerical series and you would need to find out the next number in the series. You have 25 minutes to solve 22 questions. Overall, you have 110 minutes to solve the core test in the paper-based exam, and you have 145 to 150 minutes in the subject-specific test, depending on the module you choose. Again, if you want to check the questions of the subject-specific test or you want to solve some core test problems, just go to the sample questions tab on the TestAS website and you'll find links to both paper-based and digital TestAS. There are sample questions along with solutions for the respective module already on the website. One very important thing. You won't be able to answer all the questions in all the sections of the TestAS exam. Your aim is to get as many correct answers as you can, and even if you don't know the answer to a particular question, just guess, because there's no negative marking. Now, how can you prepare for the exam? There are books and sample papers already available on the internet which you can check and maybe buy, because ultimately this exam does not need any special knowledge. The more you practice, the faster you will be able to solve questions and the more accurate your answers would be. If you cannot buy books or papers, just refer to the website. It has all the information on all the sections on all the mornings, and you already know what the questions are going to be about. You can just search for those particular set of questions on the internet, and I'm pretty sure you'll find a proper question set for those. Also, you can give this exam in English or German. But if you're giving it in German, make sure you have at least B1 or the recommended level is B2 to appear for the exam. Now let's talk about the scoring system and the results. See, TestAS is not a standard exam, but it's more like a statistical one. Your overall test score does not just depend on how many answers you got correct, but also depends on how the other applicants performed in the same test. Let me show you real quick. Here is a sample result of the digital TestAS. Here, you see that under the core test, the sandwich score is 100 out of 200 and the percentile rank is 51 out of 100. Percentile, not percentage. Now, when a university will look at this result, it would be like that this particular student scored 100 marks in the core test and has performed better than 51% of the total applicants. Same goes for the subject-specific test. You see that the student has scored 150 out of 200 and has performed better than 80% of the total applicants. This type of result is similar in the paper-based test. Only difference being that the result in this test will show individual marks in sub-tests as well. One more thing, there is no minimum marks or there is no pass or fail in this exam. It will display your score and your percentile rank, that's it. If your university has some requirements, make sure you check those, but your aim should always be to score as high as you can so that you have better chances of getting selected. As for the time duration of the results, paper-based exam takes about 4 weeks and digital TestAS exam takes about 2 weeks. Now let's talk about the validity and the number of attempts. The validity of the TestAS exam is indefinite, and there is no limit to how many times you can appear for this exam in your lifetime. Also, let's say if you have given this exam 3 times, you can choose which result to send to the university because your university will only get to view one certificate. The dates of the exam being held are always displayed on the website along with the registration period. Now, how to register and what are the fees? You can register for the exam from the official website under the registration tab. The fees for this exam in India is 150 euros or somewhere around 13,500 rupees. As for registering for the exam, first you choose which format you need to apply for, digital or paper-based. You select the date of the exam first, then your city and the test center. Then you choose the module you want to attempt for the subject-specific test and the exam language. You create an account if you don't have one by filling all the details and giving a valid ID. You finally pay the exam fee and book your test. When you appear for the test, carry a valid ID and it should be the same one you used while registering for your account on the TestAS website. Any other items like calculators are strictly prohibited, and if there are any accessories which you need to use for the exam, they will be provided at the test center. And that was the video, guys. Again, as I've repeated it multiple times, all this information is already on the official TestAS website and it is pretty much in a very simple and detailed manner. They also have a dedicated FAQ section for answering all your questions. Regardless, if you have any doubts, just put it in the comment section below and we'll try our best to help you out. Good day, and we'll see you in the next video.